Continue with our discussion of Mareh Yaakov, and as we've done at the beginning of every Shiur, we're going to try and introduce something from the last week's Parshat we just read. So we read from Parshat Mishpatim, and what I think I'm going to do with everybody is I'm going to give you the sentence and the translation, and then we're going to try and parse the notes in based on what we know that the notes tell us. So this week's Parsha begins with the laws of Evet Ivri, with the laws of a Jewish slave. And it says that if the slave comes in to you alone, in begapo yavo, begapo yetzeh. If he comes into you without a wife alone, then he's going to go out alone. So let's think about this and think how we're going to parse these phrases. So the person who we're talking about is going to, if alone he comes, alone he goes. So we know that these two words are going to run into each other, but this sort of forms a complete phrase. So what are we going to do with these these three words? We think that im begapo is going to go together. Yavo is going to have a note that has a pause after it. So what are we going to do with these? Any thoughts? Well, first one's going to run into the second one, right? So we know we want something that's a connecting, and the second one is leading back to the first word and having a little bit of a pause after it. And leads into that. And now he's going to start his new life separate from what he's done before, alone by himself, but that's going to be the way that he is stable in the future. So, begapo has a munach, separates himself out from his life before, leads into a stable life in the future. In begapo yavo, begapo yetzeh. In Bali Shahu, if he's got a wife, V'yatza ishto imo. His wife should, if he was married when he came into the slavery relationship, he's going to keep his wife and go out with her. So again, we can see that these two parts are going to be separated into two separate phrases. So we know that this is going to be the end of a phrase with a little bit of a pause after it. We know that this condition is going to be connected to the wife. It's going to lead to the wife, and then he's going to be himself and his wife. So we've got something that's going to lead to something else that's important, and it's going to create a new condition where he has himself and his wife, two things. So he's going to lead into having a wife, and he's going to end up with himself and his wife as a unit, so that's separated out from his previous condition of being unmarried, and he's going to have dual responsibilities, both for himself and his wife. So, in Bali Shahu, Mapach Pashta Zakei Katon, and will go out, his wife with him. So we know that this is Sof Pasuk. Well, the wife is going to go out, and then he's going to be with the wife. So the wife is going to go out, he's going to go out, and the wife is with him. So this is phrased together, and that's separate. Okay, so we got the sense, and we know what these words are telling us about the way that they have to be phrased. We know that the situation is going to dictate the way that the notes are going to be there, and that is in fact the way that the notes are on this pasuk. So, begapo yavo, begapo yetzeh, im bali shahu, v'yatza ishto imo.
Very cool.
Pause for a second.